We are fast approaching week one, kickoff between Tennessee and Syracuse to start the season in Atlanta. And this offense will retake the field with a lot of new pieces. But there was one quality that Tennessee's offense was missing last year that I'll be very curious to see if they can bring back in 2025. Hey, Lucas Panzica here from 104.5 The Zone and A to Z Sports. By all accounts, the 2024 season was a successful one for the Tennessee Vols, a 10-win season, a spot in the first ever 12-team college football playoff. But any Tennessee fan will tell you that the offense certainly had its limitations last season. The run game was great. You had the SEC Offensive Player of the Year. But when it comes to the passing game and that explosiveness that we got used to in the early part of the Josh Heupel era, it just didn't really feel like this offense was reaching its full potential. And I'm sure there were many reasons for that. And we saw flashes of the ceiling of quarterback Nico Iamaleava, who's out the door, and in comes Joey Aguilar. But Tennessee tight end and team leader Miles Kitselman had something very interesting to say about this a few weeks ago at SEC Media Days. Kitselman sat down with 3HL, our afternoon show on 104.5 The Zone, the Vols flagship in Nashville. And for this conversation in Atlanta, Miles Kitselman said that Tennessee's offense was really missing a vocal leader throughout the course of the 2024 season. Kitselman said, and I quote, "You come off the field after a drive going three and out again, and it's like, where is the voice on this team?" Now, most Tennessee fans know that Nico Iamaleava, while crazy talented as a quarterback prospect, not exactly the most outgoing guy, a little bit more reserved as a personality, and we saw that play out onto the field a little bit. And that's not to say that Hendon Hooker was the type of quarterback to get into people's face, to be screaming into a face mask after something went wrong. Every quarterback has his different version of leadership, but it is to say that it's noteworthy that one of the biggest leaders on the team is pointing out that this team did not have that vocal leadership when things weren't going well offensively last year. Now, when you look at who that guy can be in 2025, naturally, all eyes go to the quarterback position with Joey Aguilar likely being the starter throughout the course of the season. And I don't know what kind of qualities Aguilar has from a leadership standpoint and how that'll carry over as he's a new face on this football team that will have to be relied upon with the most important position in sports. But I do think that Miles Kitselman likely will be that guy for Tennessee this year. And he said in that interview that it probably should have been him last year. Kitselman has been a revelation for this team since transferring over from Alabama last season. We thought he was going to be just a depth piece in the tight end room. He ended up being Tennessee's best tight end, and going into this year, he's the most proven commodity on Tennessee's offense, and he is absolutely one of the biggest leaders on this football team. Everybody will have to contribute in one way or another because Tennessee also lost Cooper Mays, a leader on this team who has been a foundational piece at center throughout the course of the Heupel era. But it's noteworthy, like I said, when one of your leaders says that that vocal piece was missing last year. We'll see if Joey Aguilar, Miles Kitselman, and anyone else can bring that back into Tennessee's offense in 2025.